Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lena. I am participating in Faceuary over at Jane Davenport's Facebook group this February month. And everything that I do, I record to my Patreon. So it's like my topic. I'm very project oriented over at my Patreon. And February is dedicated to my participation of the different prompts. And the prompts are like really fun. It's mostly with faces, and you guys know that I love to paint and draw faces. So there is a lot of fun prompts that you can follow, but you don't have to follow it. It's not like Inktober, so it's very loose. You can skip the prompts, you can do whatever as long as you have fun and paint. So I really like that loose format, and everything kind of goes. It's totally mixed media. But there is this Facebook group where you can post what you have done with the prompts. And to post, you need to, of course, include some sort of Jane Davenport items that you worked with. And I've heard the rumor that it's like it doesn't have to be 100% Jane Davenport. You can mix and match from your own supplies. But of course, it's her forum, so she would love if you could display some of her products. So I had a treasure hunt in my house collecting all my Jane stuff because I was thinking, what do I have? And then I want to go through the supplies with you guys that I'm working with over at my Patreon. And also because it's fun to look at stuff, right? I bought a lot of stuff back in 2017, so I went on a scavenger hunt to collect it all into this small tray right here. Yeah, let's just get started. First of all, I got the mermaid markers, and look how much that's left of them. We're talking about supplies that I bought in 2017, and suddenly, isn't it crazy with life? You can turn around, look back, and so many years has already passed. And this has been such an eye opener to me about how durable most of our art supplies are. I know if you don't use it, they will keep having content inside of them. But I actually feel that I have used these not a ton, but frequently, like here and there, you know. But I'm so surprised how they are still working out. Remember back when we bought these, we were all talking about, oh, and then when they're used up, you will have a nice water brush. Yeah, right. I'm still not there yet, you know. There's still a ton of product in many of these. So there is something really fulfilling about using your stash, and that's part of the joy, for me at least, working with this Faceuary. This is the only tube I have left of. I bought a lot of her acrylics. She had like two bundles with colors, and then she also had like gesso and matte medium and whatnot. All of that is gone except for this ridiculous single tube, and there's not a lot left in it. So I was kind of hoping that I could use this in this prompt thing because it would be hilarious to enclose it to a picture, and then all the faithful Davin peeps over at her Facebook page, they would be like, what is that? You know, because it's probably not available any longer and haven't been for years because she has a product line that's just, I mean, she is spitting out products galore. So if you like to collect products from a specific person, this would be a place to go because she comes up with new things all the time. This is the aqua pastels. They're like the new color tools. And I really like that I have water soluble items that I can work with because watercolor is my go-to medium. And these mermaid markers are also water soluble. So what motivated me to do the challenge was that I knew that I had her two palettes, because then I was thinking it can't go wrong, Lena. As long as you can use watercolor, it can't go wrong. But then I figured out, now that I've been working with the prompts so far throughout February, I actually are using a lot of supplies and not so much watercolor singularity. Like I am doing mixed media and I'm having a blast, I'm just telling you. Then I have her pastel power pastels. It's a wax crayon. Love-hate relationships to wax crayons. They totally seal up the surface when you put them down, so it's like a last layer thing. This is a mix. Like these are from a supermarket, and these are the Jane Davenport ones. Why are they naked, you might ask? Well, blame it on Mary Atelier for showing me that you could kind of melt these suckers and then try and paint with it, and I'm not going down that road. That was like really dangerous. So that's why they're naked and mixed. And then I have, yeah, the peerless watercolors. They came, and you know what? I thought that I actually, yeah, they were lost in my stash. I stumbled over them by accident, and then I realized that I thought I had used so much of them, but no, I apparently only has cut a square. I mean, so this palette right here that I made out of the peerless watercolors that I cut out, I mean, look how much product there is just here, guys. And it's just a, yeah, I am speechless about how it's a super fun way of getting watercolors. I am so happy that I went through this Faceuary and rediscovered my love for a simple watercolor palettes that you can take with you in a notebook if you are outdoor having fun. So that was a good thing. These are inks, and I use them for some fountain pens. So let me dig into this pouch here. I bought this very likable, super likable fountain pen, and this is what I have left of. There was like this, there was a lot of inks you could buy like this in different colors, and then just black, and then other colors. So this is what's left, but it's nice, super nice tool. And another fountain pen that I'm really fond sketching with is, I think we all remember these pens right here. Super awesome pen with waterproof ink inside. I really, really like it a lot. That's like one of the best things I bought, and I was like new to all this art supply thing. Was I really was blown away by the fun thing it is to sketch with ink. So I think I want to explore this ink universe more with dip pens and stuff. Okay, but now we got this pouch open. Let's see what's inside. This is called Sea Glitch markers. It's like glittery pens. This one stopped working, so I undressed it from its wrapping to see what's wrong with this pen, and then that's how I realized, oh, it's empty. And then I just pumped up the end of the pen and poured in some silver acrylic pouring paint, and now it works again. So you can actually take out this end cap of the pen, and then pour in stuff to make it work again. And I think it works again because it's almost like a Posca nib. Feels very much like a Posca nib, so it's transporting liquid acrylic very well. And I also put in a few drops of Troflow, which is a flowing agent for acrylic, to make sure that my acrylic pouring paint would work. And the Troflow is in this already. Yeah, so you don't really need to mix that up if you have like the pouring paint. Talk about paint. I got these old paint pens. It's acrylic paint pens. I still have to use them for something. They keep taking the back seat of this pouch here, but it's just generic acrylic fat tip paint pens, and miraculously they still work. They're still juicy. So yeah, but look how this has been changed in the sun. I mean, it's been lying somewhere in my stash next to a window for all these years, and then I got a little bit of sunburn. Okay, and then she had this brush. To me, it looks like something you apply lipstick with, but she used it to paint with, and I don't paint with this. It's just very short. I like longer handled brushes, so I just lay it in here, when I'm displaying and taking pictures to her Facebook group, pretending that I'm using it. And then I got these super old washi rolls here. This is what's left. They are showing eye, nose, mouth, and then a bunch of people made out of paint splotches. But I have really had fun using washi tape as starters, and I got some gifted to me from Sandra, where I've used these eyes and then just drawn the rest of the face. This is also just this washi stash that I showed you here, just put on a washi tape holder, the one that went on with the, she had this travel notebook, so she made these inserts so you could carry these with you. I can't even speak. But oh, guys, I really need to cut out a peerless palette for my TN because I think that's like the best. And then I was following some online classes from Jane Davenport back in 2017, where I think it was like before I really realized. No, it must have been 2016 because it was before she released her own product line. And then I didn't realize that Art Supply was something that had like from student grade to artist grade, like the different quality between stuff, because I never really had any interest in art supplies before. So it was sheer luck that she suggested that her favorite palette picks from Daniel Smith color range are these colors here. So they are actually some of the first colors that I bought together with Schminke. She also had a palette suggestion for Schminke. So I actually managed to start up with pretty good products, I think. But I was so lucky to find this swatch card here, like also a testimonial of me never throwing out anything, because now I can in the challenge work with these colors and then just slap this next to my drawing so people can see what JD products I worked with, even though this is like Daniel Smith. And then I have this tissue paper that was gifted to me from Sandra. I was supposed to use it, cut it up, and matte medium into my journal, but I totally regret because I think that I can transform this into something I can use on my desk surface. I'm still procrastinating that because I think I should do it on a singular plate somehow and then come on top of that with an acrylic plate. I don't know. I have to figure that out. But I actually like all these colors here, and I think it will help my camera not to freak out, because sometimes when I'm recording, I can see that the light is freaking out if I have too much dark value around my paper. Then lucky me, back then I also bought a couple of stencils, and they're really like saving it all for me because yeah, I just forgot how fun it is to use stencils in general, and it just sparks new ideas, and fun drawings are dropping out of these stencils. So it's definitely like a starter. And yeah, on days where I feel that there is something special that I want to do, but I want to be kind of quick doing the face. Like let's say I want to paint a drawing where I'm focused on the dress, but I want to skip fast to the dress part and not so much spend time on the face. Then it's just a joy to have a stencil you can plot down, sketch it out, and then bam, you have a face, you have a sketch. So I really have fallen back in love with these face stencils here. But okay, let me go and get my journal and show you guys what I've been doing so far. I'm working in this art journal here, and it's mixed media also, so it's already got like an alligator mouth. And it's a hot press mixed media paper that's inside this Rhodia Touch art journal. This is not a part of the Faceuary. I was just working with some pastels and I didn't know where to put the drawing, and I just glued it in here. So I made this, I think you saw it on my YouTube channel. It's not a part of the Faceuary, but I felt that I need some sort of an intro page because apparently it looks like I'm filling out this whole journal here, which is a wild thing, you know, filling out one journal in a month. But okay, here we have the intro page. I call it like Faceuary 2024. And a lot of the prompts are funny, and this is one called Tongue in Cheek. And mine looks like, I don't know, like she's having a wart or something on her face. But it's fun because, as you can see, you can take a prompt far. Like if you want to really just have fun and throw down a bunch of color, you can turn your prompts into just fun color play. And I have been doing that ever since I started this Faceuary. This is called Camera Ready, where I was playing with liquid watercolors, which is super, super fun. And then I just go on top of it with the acrylic. I like drawing these whimsical girls because they are not realism, they're more like an illustrative way of drawing figures. So it's very fun for me to explore that universe. Here I am playing also, I think this is actually alcohol inks. And then I drew a unicorn, and I'm going to turn this into a prompt that's called prick your ears, or something about ears being pricked up or something. Why does it sound weird to say prick? I hope YouTube don't ban my channel for using that word. Is it pick your ears? Oh my god, let's get this oh la 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 la. I don't want to say anything like superly wrong. It is prick up one's ears. Oh, okay, so it wasn't that off anyway. This is a prompt called Bright Eyed, and oh my god, I love this page. There is a lot going on here. I think it's ink, and then it's also acrylic ink. So her face is just stunning. I mean, this is what I love about the Jane Davenport universe. You could call it her style. These very illustrative, whimsical faces. I am totally in love with it. And here I used the washi tape that I was gifted to me from Sandra, like I talked about before, where you lay it down and then you just continue the drawing yourself. Isn't that fun? I mean, I think it's really funny. And this is a prompt called Raise an Eyebrow. And I used pastels, charcoals for this one, and then acrylic paint here. I really love this. Remind me of something like, I don't know, I'm thinking like Audrey Hepburn because it's like bubblegum pink and then lots of white, black. So I love this page spread here. It's just really nice. Jane is also known for filling out a whole double spread with just a face, you know. So this face is inspired by one of her online classes that I took called Vitamin C, where we were supposed to paint this, and it's just lovely. I mean, there is a lot of pen work going on with pencil, so I had a blast with my Prisma pencils. Think it's fun to work on top of collaged musical sheets, and all in all, a very joyful prompt. This is a mermaid painted with the Daniel Smith color selection that she suggested, and I really love that rhodonite genuine pink color here. It is just so lovely, and I used the gold paint as highlights instead of, white highlight. So it was really, really nice. Here I still have a spot open for one of the prompts that's gonna come. And this was a prompt called Feeling Cheeky. And one of the things about Jane Davenport's style is that she likes to use color. She loves color, so having color appear in faces are just coming fluently to her. So I want to embrace that, you know. So yeah, I like colors too. And I like to use a lot of color. These are two prompts on one page. Smiling eyes on this one here, where I took, it was an old stamp set of hers. I think it's like 4 years old. And then I just hand drew in that stamp because I thought it was funny. And then there is a washi tape from Sandra that where I just continued the girls, you know, like I glue down the washi tape and then I just continue the drawing. And then there was this prompt called Written All Over Your Face. And I was thinking about, oh, that could be like a celebrity. And it's written all over her face that she's a celebrity because of the bodyguard and the way that she's like dressed up, and then her fans are like looking after, like searching her out or something. Yeah, I love storytelling like that on page spread. It makes it so fun. So, and this is also some sort of a storytelling. The prompts where lips are sealed. And then to me, I think about somebody who's carrying a secret. So I wanted to draw this teenage looking girl who is falling in love. You can see all the hearts in her hairdo, and she's holding a heart in her hand. And then her aunties or family members are like worried because they can feel the change in her, but she is not saying anything. Her lips are sealed. So that was my take on this prompt here. And over on my Patreon, I show step by step everything that I'm creating in these prompt pages. So I also have a long section showing how I create the background. And this is a prompt called Eyes, Go Easy on the Eyes. Yeah. And I really love this one. This is so far the most likable drawing in this journal, in my opinion. Oh my God, I just love her so much. I got some shimmery things going on in her face that's very likable, and I just like everything about this page spread. And this prompt is fluttering lashes, and you know lashes and how to make them fluttering. So I put glitter on her eyelashes, and it looks so beautiful. I really like it a lot. And then this prompt here is called Nose in the Air. And then I made a pun out of, Jane, she used a lot of colors. So she's saying that she's suffering from rainbow-itis. So I made this page spread here inspired by one of her fairy figures and wrote, Nose in the air, side effects of rainbow-itis on a rainy day. And then I just drew here how she has kicked off her rain boots, rain jacket, and then is just dancing in the rainbow. I really think it's funny. This one is a prompt called All Eyes and Ears, and I took a take on the galaxy in her hair and painted in a lot of eyes. And I really love this page right here. I mixed it up with gold. Yeah, it's really, really likable. Oh my God, I shouldn't have lifted up my journal. My desk is occupied by a piracy cat. Okay, we are back. I don't remember if I told you that she is coming from a stencil. It's a stenciled face. So that's what I'm talking about, where I really wanted to draw this galaxy with the faces coming out of the hair, but not so much had focus on her face. So that's where I think that stencils is a gift, that you can just get the face done with a stencil and then concentrate on what you really want to do. This page spread here is also one of my favorites. It's two prompts on this is music for your ears, and this one is face the music. And Jane was showing this multicolored pencil. The core of the pencil was divided into different colors. So when you twist and turn it, you get different colored lines. And maybe you can see it on her hair and the forehead and the sketch line down the jaw. But there was like different colors emerging, and I think it's such fun. So I had to try it. So that's how I build up this prompt page here. And yeah, just really inspiring. I love this page spread too. This is two prompts on one spread: straight face and trying to save face. The story in this is that this girl right here broke her heels, and then she's trying to save her face by walking barefoot. What I like about this is that I saw some pictures of something called journal tattoos, where Jane had made some black mask, like masquerade mask, that you could rub on faces. So I thought, oh, that looks so cool. So I drew my own mask on her and also on her. And I did it with the fountain pen on top of this acrylic loaded page. And it just worked fine. I mean, those fountain pens really take a lot of abuse. I love this page spread because of the background. I used a bunch of colors, mermaid markers, and then at a point in time, Jane had a collaboration with, maybe was it Spellbinders, where she did a lot of die cuts, and so I drew in her um, die cut design, and I tried to incorporate elements that already exist from Jane's universe into these prompts, because I'm posting them on her Facebook fan page. So I don't know, it's just fun for me to take existing things like, her feather, and then draw it in. Um, yeah, it's just that's I'm like that. And I really love this spread right here. That's also sparks joy to look at with all the colors. This spread here is not really a part of the Faceuary prompts, because this is my Valentine page, and this is where I'm practicing darker skin tone. So this spread here is not a part of the prompt, but this is, and it's called Egg on Your Face. Yeah, exactly. Especially pink is one of Jane's favorite colors, so how can you not make a pink-haired girl in one of her Faceuary drawings? I mean, how could I resist? So I used the mermaid markers, I think. Yeah, wasn't it? Oh my God, it's just, I feel that I've been painting so much that I kind of forget what I used on each drawing. But I do remember that I had alcohol marker background, so all of this started with a ferocious looking background done with the alcohol markers, and then worked my way to the finished drawing. This is the last page. I'm working with a prompt called In the Blink of an Eye, and I'm using wax crayons. And then I also have glued in some of her washi tape here. So yeah, but guys, I'm seriously having a blast over at my Patreon working with this Faceuary prompt list. I think that I'm gonna fill out my whole journal. I don't have many blank pages left. So if you wanna watch this as a thriller, like, am I going to complete? Am I going to fill out a journal? I don't know what to say. I basically just want you to know that in February I am really kicking butt over at my Patreon by uploading every single day, and it's like in-depth speed painting some of the days, and some of them are longer videos. But I am showing you how I make all of these page spreads here. And if you're interested, you can sign up for $5 or $10 a month. And I would love to see you over there. So, yeah, in case that you want to support me, that's a good way of doing it. So, thank you very much for watching this. I wish you a nice weekend. Bye bye.